welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I uploaded a video. It's been a bit of an epic failure from a budget perspective, to be honest. Ever since probably my husband's 50th in May, that I hadn't really budgeted for. I mean, I've been with him 20 years and it's not like I didn't know when he was going to turn 50, but ever since that I feel like my budgets just went completely off track. And we've had a few other things the last couple of months, and I've dipped into sinking funds. I've spent money that I shouldn't have spent. I've just completely gone off track. And in hindsight, probably should have stuck with the videos to keep myself accountable, and so that you guys could all see the journey and see that it's not always perfect. And but anyway, we're back. So today I am going to stuff my cash envelopes for the week, and we'll do a bit of a count of the sinking funds. I'm going to change things up a little with my sinking funds, and I'll talk about that more as we go through them. So today we have, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 25. So 125 to stuff today. So let's just put that in there. So first up is groceries. I've already filled out the little trackers. So groceries this week is getting £60. I've already spent a little bit on groceries and takeaways, so they're both getting slightly less than normal, because I've already spent a little bit, so that's that one. Takeaways is going to get 25. So put that in there. Oops, got two envelopes here. Hope everyone's good. Hope everyone is enjoying summer holidays if you're off with the kids. We've had some really nice weather up here, but I have to say I'm glad that it's cooled down a bit. Just a little bit too warm for for most people in this country, I think. But yeah, it's cooled down a bit now, so I'm quite glad of that. Miscellaneous is getting 10. So yeah, I guess it's not always perfect, even when you're, budgeting out and using cash envelopes and everything else. It's still so easy to go off track, and I've definitely seen that the last few weeks, as I said. So side income is kind of picking up a bit. I'm going to focus a bit more on that. I've had quite a few Etsy sales lately, so I'm hoping that using the side income money I can kind of build back up the sinking funds. And then I'm going to do something that Victoria from Pinching the Pennies suggested, which is to snowball some of my sinking funds. So some of the ones that don't have kind of specific dates or amounts on them, I'm going to try and snowball some of them from my side income money. So yeah, I'll go into that in a second. And lastly, we have £30 for petrol. So that's also on my little tracker, £30 in there. Okay, so that's my cash envelope stuffed. I've gone back to using my file of facts because I'm quite liking the fact I've taken the rings out the middle. So I'm quite liking the fact I can kind of fit my car keys in here. And everything's in the one place. My cards, my change, my cash envelopes will just sit nicely in the back here. So yeah, I'm kind of going back to that. Quite liking that. So let's move those to one side. I've got some change that I had in my purse, so I'm just gonna pop this. Sorry, this is always so noisy. This is actually getting quite heavy, so I'll count that towards the end of the year. So onto the sinking funds. So like I said, some of them have been ransacked, but the important thing is we're back on track, back to budgeting. I've actually created a budget planner. It's on my Etsy shop if anyone's interested. I was going to use it in this video, but my printer has run out of ink, so that's that plan. So yeah, I'll show you that in my next video. But it is on Etsy. There's quite a few different layouts and things. I know some people use account spaces like I do, as well as sinking funds. Some people don't. And I found a lot of the budget planners that are out there already don't have enough space for bills. So I've got about 30 something bills that come out of my account every month. And that's a mix of, you know, mortgage, insurance stuff, utilities, subscriptions, all sorts of things. And there was never enough space in the bills section. So I've made a few options that do have a bit more space. It's on there as a digital download just now. I will be offering it as a physical product as well if people would rather not print it themselves. But yeah, I'll show that in my next video. So in terms of what we've got, I've kind of made a little note on the back of these as to how much I'm short for what I should have. So you can see from here that I didn't make any deposits from my June or July salary. We needed some new wardrobes as well for the spare rooms. We're just running out of a bit of clothing space, so I've used some of the money this month from my salary to get those. So that's why I haven't made some deposits here. But in Christmas just now we've got 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 180. So need a little bit of a top up there because it should have had deposits for these 2 months. But like I said, I'm going to aim to build those back up to where they should be out of side income, as well as what I normally add from my monthly income. Birthdays has 25. Again, that should have had a deposit. It hasn't, so I've already paid for August birthdays, so I don't have anything now until I think October, so I've got a bit of time on that one. My daughter's envelope should have had 295 in it, but I did take 105 out, so there's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So 190 in there. So again, that's one that's owed significant amount. Back to school's been cleared out just to buy uniforms, so that's actually been really good. Actually, the first sinking fund really I've had so far that I've saved up a good amount and then taken it out for what it was meant for. So that's been really good. None of these other ones have anything in them just now, and they're not getting stuffed just now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change up my sinking funds a little bit, as I said. So I'll have the ones in this binder that I want to make sure I add to every month, because there's a certain target date like Christmas or a certain amount that I want to save up, like back to school, by a certain time. So these are the ones I'm going to make sure I add to every month from my salary. And then I'm going to move some of these into another folder. So things like clothing, car maintenance, home improvements, holiday one as well I want to start. Those ones I'm going to start snowballing. Some of them have dates around them, but most of them it's just an amount that I would like to have set aside for that purpose. And I think that's where I'm struggling a little bit as well, is I don't feel as if just now I have enough of a buffer for things that happen. So, you know, if I'd like to be able to build up my envelopes more so that if I do need the money, it's there. Whereas the last few months when I've needed money, I've been dipping into envelopes that I don't really want to be dipping into. So I feel as if it's a bit of a vicious circle, trying to build them up a bit before you kind of have to take money out of them. So yeah, it's just I want to get some more funds in here. So I'm going to keep these ones that I've got specific targets. I'm going to keep stuffing those monthly. But the other ones that I want to snowball, I'm going to start doing those on a weekly basis, because I think it'll be a bit more motivation to kind of see them building up week over week. I've seen people, other videos, people stuffing them weekly, and it's good to see the build up. So I think I'm going to do that with the other ones. So by the time my next video comes along, I'll have some side income to stuff. I'll have my additional folder with my other envelopes. And hopefully I'll have a little bit of money left from my cash envelopes. I do like a bit of rollover, and then I can stuff that into other envelopes. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you're kept up to date with future videos. It's all a learning journey at the end of the day. I've learned already, I've only been doing this since January, and there's already things I know I want to put in place for next year. There's lessons I've learned along the way already. Budgeting's not a science. Things happen in life, and yeah, just about building them back up again. And at least the money is here. And I just hope that I can add to it from side incomes. So thank you very much for watching. I will be back next week, and yeah, bye.